secret base in Alice Springs. So far away, her job still made her distraught.
Pine Gap is one of the military centres for the US. Its products have been death and destruction, and we were looking to lament that.
Started climbing this hill just over the fence. It was about halfway up the hill when we sort of realised we might not be able to get to the top to play the lament, so Margaret's idea was to unpack the instruments then and there and start playing as we walked to the top.
I played the viola, and we were looking at lamenting the global story of war that Pine Gap represented.
There are 6 anti-nuclear peace activists in federal court in Alice Springs facing charges for entering the Pine Gap facility. It's got a long history, of course, of protesters trying to get in and cause mischief, but these recent protesters enter the base to sing a lament and to pray for the people killed by the drone strikes that Pine Gap plays a part in.
We're called to bear witness as Christians, witness to the truth.
When the Pope was talking about witnessing, I suddenly realised that he was talking about facing reality, this idea of facing the truth of what's going on. Because it's hidden in these mountains and it's sort of hard to see or get to.
See, I was told that it was a space research facility, joint facility.
Yeah, well, that was the cover for it at the time. At the time, it was considered a very sensitive operation. Not so much to keep the Soviets or the Chinese from knowing what we were doing, because obviously the Soviets are very good at this. They can see that thing up there. They know what it is. The main reason for the secrecy was to keep the Australian and the American public ignorant, particularly the Australian public.
Today, Pine Gap is quite different from the Pine Gap of the 70s, 80s and 90s. It was no longer a central intelligence agency, it's a military facility.
We did have permission to walk onto that base. We had permission from the person who counted, the traditional owner.
It was the land of our elders way back. That's how they kept their culture and the land.
Until you put your body on the line and risk something more than just a walk down the street, you know, you're not going to change anything.
Secret base in Alice Springs. So far away, her job still made her distraught.